like snow, but bigger.
80 miles per hour, baseball-sized hail, and reports of tornadoes made for wild weather in Nebraska. This is hail damaging homes in the southwest part of the state. Windows were blown out and siding chipped off by hail the size of golf balls. Snowplows had to be used to clear piles of hail off the roads. Farther east, trees and power lines were down by powerful winds that knocked out power in central Nebraska. And in Omaha, city streets had rivers of hail flowing. The hailstorm was so intense in some spots that a cloud of fog reduced visibility to near zero. However, no injuries were reported.
Well, parts of Alabama are flooded after heavy rain swept through the area. Dozens of people were pulled out of either flooded buildings or flooded vehicles as the water just rose so quickly in the Birmingham metro on Wednesday morning. Officials said that a lot of roadways were flooded in Jefferson and Shelby counties and advised that heavy rain might hide the fact that a road is flooded. Now, over 5 inches of rain fell in the Birmingham metro area on Wednesday morning. Additional rain is still possible across most of the state. There's actually another round of storms that could cause additional flash flooding, along with damaging wind, even some hail in parts of Alabama. That comes in a little bit later into the evening.
Temperatures are sizzling from the southwest to the south. Now, we're going to see this pattern likely continue into next week even. So this heat is here to stay. And man, take a look at these temperatures, these forecast temperatures that we're going to see into the weekend. Palm Springs, 113 for your forecast high on Saturday. El Paso, 106. So we are talking temperatures well into the triple digits here, and record challenging temperatures are going to continue right into the weekend. There's a look at the records that we could see broken on Friday. Now here's the temperature outlook taking us into next week, and notice how down to the southwest and parts of the south, much above average temperatures could be in the picture.
Energy experts are sounding the alarm that this summer could be plagued by blackouts in many parts of the country. Rising electricity demand, wildfires, extreme temperatures, and just infrastructure issues are all among the leading concerns. As the nation trends toward a renewable energy transition, it will likely take years for the grid to fully catch up. Experts say that while much of North America is at an elevated risk, the highest risk is in the Midwest. Some at-risk energy systems may borrow power from a neighboring operator, but this may not be possible if both systems are strained at the same time. If you live in a high-risk area, be sure to have a plan in place in case of a blackout.
Parts of Miami are still flooded after receiving heavy rains over the last several days. A resident of Cutler Bay captured this video showing high floodwater covering driveways and yards of area homes. A tropical disturbance moved across South Florida over the weekend, dumping a month's worth of rain on Miami. Parts of Miami-Dade and Broward counties received up to 15 inches of rain. It's likely that parts of Miami will receive even more rain throughout this week. City Fire completed a number of vehicle rescues and are asking those in impacted areas to avoid driving through flooded streets.
Wow, so freaking, it is a winter wonderland. Yeah, absolutely. Whoa, now we got insane hail fog.
A series of disturbances is going to keep severe weather in the forecast through the rest of the week. And today we have a rather large area of severe weather from the Mid-South up to the Ohio Valley and over to the Mid-Atlantic. Now, over the past couple of days, the main threats we've been seeing with these storms have been very large hail and damaging winds. Now, all modes of severe weather are possible, but winds and hail seem to be the main culprit, along with flash flooding. Now, today, especially in parts of the Mid-South, this is where we've been seeing flash flooding. So that is expected to continue through the rest of the week with these storms. Now, on Thursday, the threat is back through the plains, and then on Friday, you can see it continues here back into the south. So we're going to keep seeing these storms on and off, unfortunately, into the weekend. Take a look at the rainfall. Impressive, especially in parts of the southern plains and along the Tennessee Valley. Tulsa, you can see 2 to 3 inches of rain. Memphis up through Springfield, 1 to 2 inches of rain through the end of the week. The Alps are becoming a lot greener than they used to be, according to scientists. Used high-resolution satellite data to document what's happening. It found that vegetation above the tree line has increased by 77% since 1984, and snow cover has declined by 10%. The culprit, of course, is climate change. That means some significant environmental impacts besides less snow to reflect sunlight. That could mean even more warming. It's expected to see green and brown mountains than what the Alps are known for.
Scientists have found an underground river that's just teeming with tiny shrimp-like creatures deep beneath an Antarctic ice shelf. Now, the researchers knew that there were lakes and rivers underneath these Antarctic ice shelves, but they didn't expect to find an entire ecosystem. The team of scientists was studying climate-induced ice shelf melt when they discovered the creatures. The creatures, called amphipods, are pretty similar to shrimp and lobsters, but they're mostly smaller than a quarter-inch long. The underground river ecosystem was previously blocked by ice. Now, the discovery is significant because it signals that there could be other unknown ecosystems beneath the ice surface. The team is continuing to work to understand what makes life in the underground river possible.
So this is quite possibly the biggest lobster that we have ever caught. At some point in his life, he lost his claws and he grew back some new ones. So unfortunately, his claws don't match his body, but if you look at his body, it's very impressive. My father has very likely caught this lobster at one point in his life. So is my grandfather, and possibly my great-grandfather has also caught it. 90 years ago, when he was young, this would have been undersized. This lobster would have been oversized around 50 years ago.
Disturbing mystery about the explosive growth of box jellyfish off Hawaii's Waikiki Beach has been solved. Researchers at the University of Hawaii say it has to do with shipwrecks offshore. The wrecks create artificial reefs that benefit the jellyfish and other marine creatures. The venom of box jellyfish can be fatal to humans. Cardiac arrest can take place within minutes. Sometimes officials have been forced to close beaches because of the danger. There used to only be occasional mass beachings of the jellyfish, but since the mid-1990s, it has become a common occurrence, and since that time, there have been wrecks of 3 large ships. There may have been another factor as well. Researchers say the growth in jellyfish populations could be a result of human-driven decreases in the population of sea turtles and fish that prey on jellyfish. New video shows gold coins and scores of other treasures alongside a long-lost shipwreck off the coast of Colombia. Underwater video reveals countless ancient items strewn about the seafloor. The ship was sunk in 1708 in a battle with the British. The discovery, almost 3,000 feet down, has been called the Holy Grail of shipwrecks. The estimated value of the undersea treasure would be in the billions of dollars if it were ever recovered. Colombian officials say salvaging the wreck will cost about $70 million. During this expedition, researchers also discovered 2 additional shipwrecks in the same area.